Alrighty. We're in the runner. It's Monday morning. I got up at 6:30 and collected the maple sap. Got the fire started. We have right around 10 gallons so far of 2 days. So I got that lit, got the fire going so Sarah can keep boiling. While we're going, we're on the way to collect our auction loot. In the rain, it's raining like crazy. We're just taking it easy. I was gonna pick up, there's my in-laws. I thought their van was stuck. Anyway, they're doing building and stuff, so their driveways are pretty rough. And the whole yard and everything tore up. So, we're headed to go get our auction stuff. The four-wheeler, he's in school, so he canceled today. So tomorrow, I guess we might go run up there. That is a 3-hour trip, maybe more, depending which vehicle I take. I unloaded the wheelers this morning and pulled the runner up to the door to let it warm up for a minute, and then stumbled and almost died, and then caught and ran again. So far everything's going good. Hopefully I won't need a tow. Maybe I'll never know what it is, or maybe it's a sign I should change my fuel filter, even though it's hard to get to. Other than that, the auction stuff we're getting is going to be a 55-gallon drum of Polaris. I think it's something 55 weight, if I remember correctly. It's like $40 a gallon for the gallon bottles, so it should be worth about $2,200 if we if the 55 drum is full. Now it doesn't look like the drum necessarily might be full because it has a pump in it already. But I got the invoice in my email and I thought it said something about sealed. Maybe it said unsealed, I don't know. But we're gonna go get a look at it. I got 2 straps with me. Hopefully that's enough to tie it down. I don't know how to tie down a 55-gallon drum. So maybe we can do a loop and then tie it down, and a loop on the other side and tie it down, and I have to just make sure they're not sliding down over the ribs. So I don't really know. Maybe we'll just lay it down and strap over it. The trailer's really wide. It's going to be hard to get any amount of purchase on it as far as
a big puddle.
Keep it from sliding. Where in the field? I got 2 of my helpers with me. Yep. So we got our eyes on a Yamaha. What are they called? It's a 350 quad. So that's in Pennsylvania. Let's see. No, actually, that guy gave me his real address, and he is 5 hours. He's down south of Lancaster, southeast of Lancaster by an hour or so. So I don't think I'm going to do the 5-hour trip. It really hurts because I had papers, a DG can, it had everything you needed to go wheeling. And he said low compression and loss of spark. So I don't know, maybe I should make the 5-hour trip down there. It's just that, you know, I got a blown front diff in the vehicle that I would take. So, wow, there's a lot of rainwater everywhere today. I guess we'll have to think about it, and the gas price kind of throws a wrench in that too.
On the roads and everywhere.
That whole runner's just the greatest truck ever. It really sucks that the front diff went out, but probably better to get the front diff fixed before the rear diff goes out. I don't know that it will, but it'd be pretty sweet to put an LSD in the front, but if we could put an E-locker in the rear later on, if we did nothing, just fix the front and left it open, and then later on put an e-locker in the rear, that would make this truck insanely capable. And I would say probably more than enough for what we need it for. So, I mean, all that would, of course, imply that we're keeping it or building it up completely before selling. Which I think is the wisest thing to do. Just keep building it up, keep maintaining it, make it better every year. Get the door fixed, the paint, the front diff fixed, and then sometime find somebody to go through the wiring and figure out why my VSC and ABS and e-brake light are on. My e-brake handle's down all the way. I don't know if the switch just died. Maybe the switch died. Who knows? Somebody could have slopped their orange drink in there, sugared up the switch. I just don't have the time to look at it. I really need to lean into fixing and repairing, getting four-wheelers out there for sale and go-karts and anything I can make a buck on. Mostly Honda and Toyota, of course. So I need to work on that. Alright, we're about halfway now. And then when we get back home, we need to show you guys the maple syrup operation. I got a 10-gallon jug sitting on the back of the Polaris four-wheeler. Alright, I can't see a thing.
I can't see a thing, just this way.
As long as everybody got their lights on, it's all good. Oh, this stretch here is always a pain because I take it easy, nobody else does.
It's cold as space.
I know what it feels like to slide off the road. I don't want to do it with a trailer. It'll take my tail lights out, most surely. Alright, we'll see you at the auction, hopefully. Cover the load. Show you guys our load. And that's it. Alright, we ended up with 20 gallons of oil, 10, 20. Probably a third, and then it's PS4. And then one wet sander. It's not even a grinder. Oh yeah, I looked it up online. I think it's 55. I don't know. We'll look at it more when we get home. But would have paid to be here, that's for sure. Well, we're stranded. Sitting here. So I ended up the loading up portion of the video there and got in and fired her up. Put in gear, pulled up and through the line. I was gonna come double back, come down the other road toward the gate there and leave, and just as I pulled up and started turning right, halfway through the auction row there, it just shut right off. So now I can do this. I can crank it,
But not starting.
Usually it'll sputter a little, but now it's not even doing that. So I don't know if the ECU's fried or the crank trigger is gone. I went through all the fuses and stuff and diagnosed that everything as best I could. I got my Bluetooth adapter on there and logged some of the... I don't have the fuel rail pressure directly on this engine as far as the feedback, so... yeah, they're just pretty much... I've done what I can, and now... I called Lamar Zimmerman Enterprises. I don't know why he stole my name, but he's just up the road here. I could probably almost see him. So they're gonna send the wrecker down as soon as they got a spare hand, and I think we got a ride out of here. one of my sister-in-laws is home today, so hopefully they'll bring the minivan up here. So I guess I'm gonna have Lamar Zimmerman Enterprises diagnose this and run through some of the stuff, and maybe they can stop boys. Oh, there goes a heavy haul. So hopefully they can diagnose, maybe even diagnose ABS and the track control issues.
What?
Huh?
What did you just say Dwayne for?
Dwayne? I said ABS and track control issues.
Oh.
Also the e-brake. Stick the key and I'll show you which lights are on. ABS is on. The brake thing is on. That one's on. That one's on.
The battery light is
That one's never on. That one's never on. And that one's never on. This one is on sometimes. Only if I'm not in my seatbelt. So, it's a brake light, the VSC is off, and the VSC track. Those three are on all the time. And I don't know, maybe I assume the brake is a handbrake, but maybe it's something else. Or who knows, maybe it's multiple things if they wired it through the ECU. I don't really know. But I see these. It'd be pretty cool to have a handle up here. Right around like that. I like that there's plenty of other handles. There you are. Oh, this would be a handle on a right-hand drive car. We're just chilling here. We got no cell service. Barely do phone calls. So that's what we're doing, knowing people. I'm not used to getting stranded anywhere. But I guess it'd be pretty fun to let Lamar Zimmerman and work on the diff. Just be like, hey, here you go, fix my stuff. Oh, I'd rather have a good weekend with Reed and buddies. Drop the diff out. Should be fun. So, next thing on this, we got to go to junkyard and sawzall a CV axle out, and then because we need the nose with the nut on the outer end just to hold the bearing stack together. Other than that, that ought to do her. So we're just sitting here waiting. Maybe I'll even take a nap, but I doubt it. We're hungry. We got 2 carts of water. Yeah, they're wrecking the truck. Can't have nice things with kids. They're just too aggressive into everything, man. They're worth it though. You gotta believe that. All right, here we are in the Chrysler minivan. Me and the boys coming into town. So, thing's making some noises. Got some engine ticking, uses a little oil. What else? There's some grinding noise in the back. Can't really place, but hey, we got something to drive. Now we got enough seats to go to church with it, so that's a good thing. What else? I'm not getting a 4-wheeler today, I guess. So I guess we're gonna take this home and regroup. See if we can make a new plan of action. Hey, if not, I can just sit in the garage and cook sap, right? I got plenty of that to do. Ah, there's a little Ranger. I think there's a Ranger somewhere in this town that's got a straight pipe up the back of the cab. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's pretty cool, that old one. Yeah, I mean, this is just a minivan, but it's got airbags, so that's a good thing. Yeah. Cool. There we go. Hold the camera up some. So, I don't really know what else to say. This is Gorham, a town of Gorham, and the school, and my road. So we'll see you guys at home. Hopefully we'll get a call soon and get a little bit more information on the state of the runner. And really, that's it. I mean, we'll think about some things we can have them diagnose. It'd be pretty nice to have some more stuff done on it. Maybe the diff, I don't know. Anyway, we got to get some wheelers in. We got to keep fixing stuff. Probably chop some more wood, boil some more sap. Keep that whole process going, and yeah. Gonna go past my brother-in-law's boss, so gotta go that way and honk a horn at him. Oh, this thing here worries me a little bit. They just changed oil with a Fram oil and shave. Alrighty, guys. So it's getting late. I'm ready to head in for dinner. So what I've been doing out here is just organizing, putting some sawdust down and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. I've had a nap and came out and organized some stuff, started cleaning up. I put the carbs together. Yeah, let's show you the carbs. And then I have a question. So here's my carbs, all painted up red, so there shouldn't be any issue distinguishing between sets of carbs. And then I pulled the wires off, thinking about, starting the... This might have a head gasket leak, so I'm thinking... I have the gaskets here. I was going to do nothing and just go give her a couple hard hits in the field and see what happens. But every time I start it, it's just boiling. Take the cap off and it's boiling right out. So there wasn't even any water up here. So I think it's more and more fair to assume head gasket. But turns out I melted my box while down below. So what I do sometimes if I can't get the boots on and it's absolutely bloody cold out here, I'll take the Burns-O-Matic or something, or the radiator, and just hold it in front. And that way the boots on the bottom of the air box are malleable enough so they'll open up and slip across. Also, what you can do is leave the hose clamps on the intake boot loose until it lasts. So, and if you orient them the right way, it'll work well. So, because the box is split apart, I pulled these guys out of here. And if you were to ask me, I would call that an air restriction. So, tell me what these do exactly. My idea is to take them out and see what happens. So, I can pop the air box apart again. I just added one zip tie in place of one of these melted clip guys. So, tell me what they do. If they really do anything, I'll put them back in. If they don't, then forget it. Why even bother? So, I guess tomorrow, I put a bid on a Polaris Trail Boss 250 that's in very nice condition. The seat looks a little hard and faded, but there's no cracks or anything in it. And all it seems to need is a good wash, a shine, and maybe a carb cleaned. So that's all great. I cleaned this, put everything away. These are the bolts for the vise, the lower vise jaws. I put the last cutting wheel up there, so this is all kind of dirty and whatnot. And I've been thinking about doing some things as far as painting and whatnot. If we could sand this and paint it, it'd look pretty nice. All my stuff is secondhand, and that's just the way we're able to afford. But one of my goals here at some point is to insulate everything and then maybe take a sheet of cardboard and just paint all the silver white. Just if you take a sheet of cardboard and hold it up like this, just take my spray gun and paint it. Get like a big can of house white or something and thin it out pretty decently. I love to do that. Try to not make it look like a grow house. So, which I guess it could be as soon as they make it legal. Anyway, I'm not too interested in that. I like working and doing this kind of stuff. So tomorrow, I think what we'll do is that's on the dolly. Well, there's the dolly. It can be on the dolly. So I'm thinking about taking everything out of that corner, sweeping up all the old antifreeze and whatnot, and make it nice again, because we're going to end up laying on our backs on the floor again for a while. That's that. So, I don't know what's up tomorrow. Once I wake up in the morning, I'll try and make some arrangements. Maybe we'll go out and buy a wheeler. Just this afternoon, I didn't feel like leaving my house anymore. Because we need to do 4Runner diff. Got lots of stuff to do on it. Got the banged up door and the messed up paint. I could almost write a song about it at this point. So, my in-laws gave me their, I think it's a 2013, it's a Chrysler Town and Country thing. It's got lifter noises, or maybe it is lifter noises. It sounds like the tappets, the rocker arms are loose. I don't know if it's got rocker arms, so maybe it's lifter noise, but, got grinding noises in the rear end. Maybe it's a stuck caliper. I'm not sure. So he uses oil. It's got a Fram filter on it. It's kind of scary, actually. But, you know, in the obstinance of the universe, it might just outlast all the Toyotas that are supposed to be the most reliable and that I've spent the most amount of money on, that I really want to keep the longest amount of time. So, I think, how would I phrase this to make sense? The universe is maybe I shouldn't even try. The universe is sarcastic. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It's not really against us. It's mostly indifferent and chaotic, and things don't go to plan, and buying the best of the best doesn't always result in the best outcomes. So plans don't always work out, you know, and bad things happen to good people. So I guess my argument is better off with God than without God. Better off with a little hope rather than no hope at all. So, hey, that's our day, I guess. You seen the runner go away on the rollback, and I'm actually sort of relieved in a way, because I should be able to pay for whatever it needs. I mostly made up my mind to keep it. I think it's a keeper. My friend's wife, congratulations, guys. She has she's got a 4th gen. I thought about trading if they wanted to. That'd be a pretty cool trade. Not for me really, but obviously I want to get it all fixed up. I know he loves his Toyotas as much as I do, and if I maintenance this thing and get it all fixed up, get it right, get it so that we can be friends and do the trade if they're interested. It'd be pretty cool. But I'm not going to mention it now because it's in a pretty bad state of affairs. That would give us the extra seat, I think, or anybody else, I guess, that had a 3rd gen or 4th gen, or maybe not. I'm not sure. It's just, one of those things. Keep throwing it around and around and around. I should probably have a Highlander hybrid. It's probably what I should have for the amount of money we're paying for gas right now. But other people think so too. They're almost impossible to buy. They're even on eBay Motors, there's not a lot. They're high priced. So, well, that's really it, guys. I'm gonna end the video here. I got a little bit of organized done. I got some tools organized. Brought stuff back in from the truck, my big blue bin from Saturday. Saturday there wasn't any video. Just kind of took a day off and chilled, helped breed. We went back to the cabin and I built his chimney. Almost completely built his chimney. I had a little incident where the stovepipe elbow fell off the four-wheeler and ran it over and smashed it to bits. It looked like it got run over by a cement mixer, not a four-wheeler, really. It was pancaked and broken into bits. Every piece came apart. So we were able to do most of the chimney and lay down the block, the cement, little paver things on the floor. Then maybe they were covered in snow and ice, so once that melts off, maybe later I can come back and make a little surround from out of 2x4s and screw it at an angle, you know, so it pulls all the blocks together. It'll be pretty nice. And then he might have some roofing sheet metal. We'll put that behind the stove to keep it nice. So I got a little video of that. I might put it in here for you guys. So we sat down afterwards. It was dark by the time we got it all done. Built a little fire, sat down, had some snacks, something to drink, and just kind of chilled out. Didn't really move fast or get a lot done. Well, we actually got a good amount done for the time we had, but we were taking it easy, just having a nice time talking. So, yeah, once again, today we started with maple syrup. I got 2 big kettles. They will be probably done almost. It'd be pretty cool if we could get it all the way done by the time we go to bed here in an hour or 2. Maybe we'll finish it in the morning. Maybe that's what'll happen. We'll move it in another kettle into the kitchen and then get that cooked off. But we got a whole nother batch sitting outside on the four-wheeler. So, yeah, good things. Good things. I wish we made more money per gallon on the stuff, but it's fun while it lasts. We just need to, you know, focus our energies over to getting these snowmobile projects wrapped up and get them packed away for the summer and start getting ATVs in here. We kind of had the opportunity to work on the Kawasaki. It's basically either that or the Tacoma. So I'm thinking maybe for an episode we'll bring the old Kawasaki in here and mess with it. But so basically what I might do on the Polaris here is get all the engine and stuff all wrapped up, which we're very, very close to, and then we can close the hood, and then it'll be just that suspension, that one strut thing. So I think that basically wraps it up. I think the black Polaris is going to stay as it is, parked in the garage. I might bring it out and then drive the red one in and then back the black one in. And then the silver one too. We should bring that in at some point and do some work on it. It needs to get out of the weather. That's one thing that's going to happen soon. So, alrighty guys, I'm going to shut up, let you go. Have a good night, and we'll see you in the next one. It'll be great.